Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. We're just out checking out the eclipse, and I can tell you the future is going to be terrific. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to make your future terrific. We do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our proprietary trading indicators, and we do that by using personalized one-on-one training, which we think is the most efficient and effective way to learn something. And with that, let's just jump right in and see what we've got this afternoon for some live trades. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about our program is that we are very coaching focused. We've got videos that we have you watch. We've got webinars that we have you attend. We have live trades like this that we have you attend so that you can see a professional trader walk through their analysis and learn from it. I do 3 live trades a week, the one that we're doing this afternoon. Then again on Tuesday and Thursday morning. I also send out a daily trade setup every Monday through Thursday afternoon with one of our simple but highly accurate trade recommendations. And when you become a regular member, excuse me, we do live trades every morning at 10, most evenings at 10, some evenings at 6. And again, it's just about that constant focus on practice and getting better. With the advanced member meeting on Wednesday and a back to the basics meetings every Saturday morning. So we are just constantly drilling the various trade strategies, taking questions, and helping you get better. I like to work off of a checklist. Helps me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Every day I like to restart my green chart. It clears up the memory for whatever reason. If it's on a long time, the memory seems to slow down and doesn't quite work as efficiently. So by restarting it, it refreshes it and everything's fast and quick. End of every day, good habit to review the trades that didn't go the way you thought. Again, it's part of the learning process, going back like the pros, watching film and figuring out what it was that might have went wrong there and what could have went better. With our simulator, you can go back to a specific point in time and go back to exactly what you were looking at and see what it was that you missed or what was there that might have caused the trade to go a different direction. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. That's what our indicators are very good at doing, and they're predictive, which makes it even better. So if we can figure out what direction the move is going in, we can make some money. However, news does impact currency prices. So we want to know what that news is, or when those news events are, so that we can try to trade around them. And the best place to get that is Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into three components. Yellow, which is low impact. I generally ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I tend to ignore these, but some people pay attention to them. And red, which is high impact. These are things that could cause the market to move. And you don't want to be holding a position, as we're not fundamental traders. We don't know how the news is going to impact the move. So we don't want to get caught holding one thing when the news is going to change the direction of things. So right now we've got no red items coming up. So we've got pretty clear sailing until tomorrow night. We have a dozen different trade signals, and I'm going to show you 2 or maybe even 3 tonight, depending on what we see. One is a signal called the 10-point trade signal, which is basically focuses on all the lines from all 3 sections of the charts lining up. And when we get those lines to line up, we've got a high probability that the move is going to happen in the direction that we want. And then I've got another, and I'm going to take that off of a day chart. Excuse me, not a day chart, a 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart. Typically, I'm looking for anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot's 11 pips, and I expect it to close within 1 to 3 hours. Now, as we're approaching the 5 o'clock, which is the close of the trading day and the start of the new trading day, typically the brokers increase their spreads between that 5 and 6 o'clock hour because they're trying to close their books. So that's not a good trading time. So on these end of the day trades, they may take a little bit longer. And then when we hit the 4 o'clock hour, I'm going to do my analysis for the overnight trade, and that is done on a day chart. So with that, let's just jump right in and we'll see what we've got cooking. The chart I'm going to trade off of is the Light 6 Major. It's one of our standard charts. It's a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. These are all US-based pairs. As I said, I start with the middle section of the chart. The red and green, we call this the section the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal, when the market's overbought, like it is now, that's usually a good time to sell. Likewise, this horizontal red line is the oversold line. When the market's oversold, that's a good time to buy. Now, specifically on the sell, when we're overbought here, I want all the lines going down. And we do not have that. We've got the major indicator going up, minor indicator going down. So I don't have agreement. If I don't have agreement, I don't have to look at anything else. I just go on to the next thing. Euro USD, overbought. Everybody's going down. And I have what I call the double cross here, where the red line is crossed over the green and the black line is crossed over the gray. So those are the 3 things that I want to have. Now, I've got a couple other pluses and minuses. And actually, this should kind of be kind of a hard plus. I want to see this green line going down at 45 degrees or better. It's not at 45 degrees or better. It's less than 45 degrees. So that less than 45 degrees makes me not like this. And I don't like the fact that if you follow the green line here, you can see there's a little kink here. And we're going from more steep to less steep. I want it to kink the other way. I want it to go from less steep to more steep. So I don't like this because the slope is less than 45 degrees. So I'm going to actually pass because of that. So I do have the 3 points. I know I call it 3 points, but I guess if I don't have that more than 45 degrees or better, that's a deal breaker. Pound USD overbought. Everybody's coming down. We do have the double cross here, and we are very close to 45 degrees here. Very close to 45 degrees. So I'm gonna count it as 45 degrees. I give it a little plus because the green line's entering the channel, or is very close to entering the channel. So when I have the 3 points here, I'm going to jump up to my TNTs, the 2 orange lines, thick orange and thin orange. I want to count how many lines are supporting the sell signal I see here. So thick orange is coming down, thin orange is coming down, so that's 2. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going up, that means sell. So thick blue is going up, so that's a third. Dotted blue is kind of going down. So 3 of the 4 are telling me sell. That's confirming what I see here. I want to have at least 3 of the 4 telling me sell. Then I'm going to jump down to the pressure, and I want the lines either going down, which they're not, or I want the red line on top, which it is. So this counts as a point. 3 points here, 3 points here. That's 7 points. When I have 7 points, I want to confirm the trade. And how I'm going to confirm the trade. Now, some people, I want to get the direction right. Now, some people are worried about entry on their trade. I'm worried about direction. I want to get the direction right. If I get the direction right, less of a chance I'm going to lose money. So I am going to look at the 2-hour and the 4-hour chart for the pound yen. Oh, excuse me, the pound USD. So let's do that. Great Britain pound, USD. All right, so this is what we were just looking at. So 3 points here, 3 points here, 1 point here. I also like that the green line is diverging. It's moving away from the red line here. That's a little plus on this side. I want the 2-hour chart and the 4-hour chart to both be overbought, and they are. 2 hours overbought, majors are sideways. That's okay. And 4-hour overbought, majors are still going up. I want both of these to be overbought because if these are overbought, eventually they're going to come down. So even if this signal weakens, I'll still get the trade. It's just going to take longer for it to happen. So off of a 2-hour chart, it might take anywhere from 2 to 6 hours to close. Off of a 12-hour chart, it might, off of a 4-hour chart, it might take 4 to 12 hours to close. But I'll still get the trade. I won't lose money. So I like that we're overbought here. So once we have that, this is a trade where the trade amount, how many pips I'm going to take, isn't predetermined. I have to figure it out. On some of our trades, if you see A and B, that's worth 3 pips or 5 pips. Here, I need to sit down and kind of decide how many pips it's worth. So I'm going to get a clean chart. And I am going to crunch it up because I want to add some support and resistance to it. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And by squishing it up like this, it gives me more data points to look at to make sure my lines are kind of sitting on good, oops, let's fix this here. So it seems to stop in here, it's stopping in here, stopped in here, stopped over here, stopped over here, stopped over here, here. And these tend to be about 30 pips apart, 30, 40 pips apart. Here, we're at the 26.13 to 26.53, so that's about 50 pips. That's a, a bit much. I'm going to just see. I think this is a little better. Stopping in here, stopping in here, stopping in here. This is a little bit of a kind of an art in determining where these support and resistance lines go. So 26.31 to 26.63, that's 30 pips. So now I'm going to open it back up. And I am going to trade within these two bands. Now, the other thing I want to know is kind of which direction the trend is. And here we were up, kind of jumped up, a little bit down, a little bit up. I suppose you could argue this is an uptrend. Suppose you could argue this is an uptrend. So we're looking at a sell trade and an uptrend. So to me, I want to take less pips when I am trading against the trend because I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get stuck when the market keeps going in the other direction. So I want to see where I'm at, how many pips I have. So here we've got about 22 pips down. You can see it up on the top left there. And I got 7.5 pips up. So 22 down. And really, if I go to like here, like where these candles are, that's 9 pips, almost 10 pips to there. Let's save this. And let's go back and just look at the chart one more time. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a sell on the pound USD. You can take that in your simulator, or if you're trading on MetaTrader 4, open up your MetaTrader 4. We're going to look at, I don't have the dollar or the pound dollar open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. Pound dollars in the first group here, so I'm going to open that up. It's on a 4-hour chart, so I'm going to change it so that I'm looking at the same thing that I'm looking at off of the indicator chart. So we're looking at the same thing. I'm going to go to New Order. And this is a demo account. There's 11,700 in it. So to figure out my lot size, I'm going to move this decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 1.18 if I round up. I can take anywhere from half of that 1.18 to double it, 2.36. I'm going to just go with the 1.18 now. That's going to be my lot size because we're going to take a couple more trades here. And I want to leave enough margin in my account so in case one of the trades go the wrong way, I have enough margin in it to work around. So I'm going to click Sell by Market. So volume 1.17, Sell by Market. It records the trade. I'm going to right-click, go to Modify, and I'm going to put this in at like 10 pips. Modify 10 10 pips equals 100 points. So I'm going to add an extra 0 here, and I press this little button and it does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1 on this. So 30 pip stop loss, which is 300 points. Again, I press the little red button that does the math for me. And I'm going to put this up here and just see where it goes. I kind of like it right where it is. We're touching these candles. We're not going down to where the support line is, which is here, because I want to get in and get out. So we took a sell on the Great Britain pound USD with a take profit of 1.26464, 1.26464, a stop loss of 1.26865. So that was 10 pips. And now, I guess we can see if there's another trade available. So let's keep going. Dollar Canadian dollar oversold. We don't have the double cross here. The red line isn't going up. Dollar Swiss franc. We just touched. The minors touched oversold and turned up. Majors didn't quite get to oversold before they turned up, but everybody's going up. Double cross. A good steepness on the green line. I'll consider a trade as long as it's less than halfway, which it is. That's a plus. So 3 points here. Interesting. Thick orange is going up. Dotted, thin orange is going down. So I may have one of the oranges. Usually we have both oranges in our favor. Dotted blue coming down, which means buy. Thick blue going up. So I may have 2 of the 4 here. Now what's making this kind of interesting to me is the pressure is up and the green line's on top, but I only have 2 of the 4 of the TNTs. I'm going to pass on this, but I do like this trade. And the reason I'm going to pass is because we already have a trade with the dollar. I don't want to load up on too many trades with the dollar. So even though this is the pound, so here the dollar's first, the first pair, here the dollar's second. So these are kind of reverses. But actually, had I looked at this, well, here we've got the trade-off here because we don't have the perfect setup here. Although now this is going up, so now we do have 3 out of the 4. So 3 of the 4 here, and we've got up pressure with green on top. So this signal is theoretically a little bit better than this one. But since we already have a trade, we're going to pass. Here, we're past the halfway line, so I'm going to pass. I've cloned this chart, and we've got some non-USD pairs. Euro pound. 3 points here. Green line is more than 45 degrees. We got the double cross. Green line is entering the channel. Looks like we got a little kink where we're going from less steep to more steep. Well, maybe not. Less steep, more steep. So this is all right. We don't have 3 of the 4 here. We only have 2 of the 4, so we're going to pass. We don't have the pressure. Overbought going up. No. Can you make 10 pips when you're overbought and it's going up? Yes, you can. It's just not part of my trade strategy. Euro Canadian dollar. We don't have everybody going up. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Majors are kind of sideways, so we're going to pass. We don't have good enough steepness on this line. Anyways, pound yen, overbought. The majors and minors don't agree. Euro Australian dollar. This is okay. We got 3 points here. I don't mind if the minors have run through the channel. I care where the major is, specifically the green line. So 3 points here, but we don't have the TNTs in agreement, so we're going to pass. Canadian dollar, yen overbought going up. Euro New Zealand dollar. Overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross, good steepness on the line, entering the channel, so 3 points plus a couple pluses. Only 2 of the 4 here. Thick orange is coming down, and thick blue is going up. I want 3 of the 4, so we're going to pass. Pound New Zealand dollar, overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross. Good steepness. 2 orange lines coming down, thick blue coming up, 3 of the 4 here. We got sideways pressure though. Green's going down, red's going up. I want both lines going down or the red on top, so we're going to pass. Pound New Zealand dollar, pound overbought going up. New Zealand dollar, USD, everybody's kind of sideways. Euro, Swiss franc, overbought, everybody going up, so nothing there. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We touched oversold. We don't really have the double cross here, so I'm going to pass. Sideways, Euro yen, overbought, everybody's going up. Pound AUD, overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross, good steepness, so 3 points here, plus a plus. 2 orange lines going down, telling me sell, thick blue going up, so 3 of the 4 here, sideways pressure. I want what makes it sideways, green lines coming down, red lines going up. I want both lines going down. Very, very weak. What makes the pressure stronger is the steepness of the line and the gap between the lines. So we got a huge gap here. So again, I'd rather take less trades and have them be right. If I can make 3 good trades a day, even 2 good trades a day, I'm going to be making good money. So I can afford to be choosy versus trying to grind it out. Now, some of you may like a grind out strategy, not for my personality. We're more than halfway going up, and Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, overbought going up. All right, so we've gone through 24 pairs with the one chart. We did find the one trade on the dollar. On the pound dollar, it's right now it's still profitable, and I'm going to expect it to close within about 3 hours. What I want to do now is we're going to change gears and we're going to do a different trade. This is a different trade strategy. It's the overnight trade strategy. On the overnight trade strategy, I am trading. This has been thoroughly tested on the Euro USD and the pound yen. And we're taking it off of a day chart. So on a day chart, that means this candle and these lines have had 23 hours to formulate. We're in 46 seconds, we will enter the last hour of this trading day. And so at 4 o'clock, I can take a look at this. And this is one of our simplest trades. Very, very accurate. If you've been following me, this is kind of my bread and butter trade. If you just take this trade alone, you'll make money. And it's very simple to understand. It's all preset for you, so there's not much thinking involved. So what we're looking at is what the green line on the major indicator is doing. In this case, we're overbought. Now, normally on an hour chart, I'm not taking a trade if we're overbought. On a day chart, I can take a trade if we're overbought and it's going up. So overbought, telling me buy. I don't want to trade on just one piece of information, though. I want to confirm it. And the way I confirm this trade is I look at what the 12-hour is doing. 12-hour is reaching overbought. Green line's going up, and it's going up steeply. So this is confirming the buy here. And then again, I am going to take a look at what's going on with the 8-hour chart. Overbought and going up, and it's going up at a pretty good steepness. So buy. We're going to take a 11 pip buy on the Euro USD. And why is it 11? It's just how it's been tested to work out. 11 is the magic number that works. 11 with a 35 pip stop loss. And I always like to just see what's going on the shorter time frames. 4 hours going up, 2 hours going up, but it's starting to roll. 1 hour is coming down. So we're going to take a buy on the Euro USD. And now let's take a look at the pound yen. Again, very simple. Actually, this looks very similar to what we were just seeing on the Euro USD. Overbought, everybody's going up. Green line's going up, telling me buy. 12-hour, overbought. Green line's going up, telling me buy. 8-hour, green line's going up, telling me buy. So buy. We're going to take a 22 pip buy on the pound yen. Actually, let's go ahead and we'll do that right now. So Euro USD, new order. I'm going to keep my lot size the same, 1.17, market buy. I'm going to right click, go to modify order. This is going to be for 11 pips. So 11 plus I add an extra 0 to convert pips to points. I click the little blue button that does the math for me. And here we go a little bit over the 3-to-1. For whatever reason, that extra couple pips, because of the variability, makes a difference in us not getting stopped out. So we're going to go to 35 pips, click the red button, and then click modify. It drops in. So we took on the Euro USD, we've got a take profit of 1.08677. 1.08677, a stop loss of 1.08216, stop loss of 1.08216. And let's go to pound yen, new order. We're going to keep the lot size the same, market execution. This I usually want to keep around. I don't want it to be lower than this, but since it is a demo account, I'm going to let it go. When we take this, it's going to bring us down to about 400%. Usually I want to keep this around 1,000. So we're going to click buy, right click, modify. We're going to make this 22 pips. So I add the extra 0, click on the copy as it does the math. And we're going to use a 3-to-1 here, 66 pip stop loss. Add the extra 0, click to do the math, and then go to modify. And why aren't I seeing anything? Oh, shoot. I did the wrong one. Oh, so let's go fix this one. Modify. There, all right, so we're seeing the lines, and we're going to go back and fix this one because I changed it to the wrong things. So go to modify, and we had, this should be 1.26464, and this should have been 1.2646. Oops, that's not right. 1.26865. There we go. Those were the original numbers. I've got it written down here. And is that right? What the heck? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm like getting confused here. All right, so that looks right. I always like to make sure. All right, so here's I like to make sure I see my stop loss line and my take profit line. All right, gang, we took 3 trades tonight. The pound USD, give it maybe 4 hours. On the overnight trades, sometime between 9 and 3 a.m. If it's still open in the morning, you need to take a look at it, look at the chart, and then take some corrective action. Thanks so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to be able to show you how to trade. Trading's been great for me. Once you figure it out, it will be great for you. Best way to learn something is to find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you, and that's exactly what we do. If you need to get a hold of me, the best way to get a hold of me is to just get on my calendar. Best way to get on my calendar is just go to forexsmarttrade.com, front/schedule, and you'll get some dedicated time with me. All right, great. We will be doing this again tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Look forward to seeing you then. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.